Honfest was so much fun this year. Denise Whiting put on a great show. There were so many Huns. Huns everywhere. Dave DuBois was the best MC ever. He did the Crabs for Christmas review. And Miss Julie read her bucket list. She wanted to dance with the Huns on the stage. Oh, hi Hans. How yous all doing? My daughter got me this video camera thing, and I thought I would record something because I don't want to take my hair out. Honfest is over, and I've been wearing my hair like this since Thursday, and I love it, hon. It's just beautiful. When I got it done, Miss Laverne did it. She used to do hair for the burlesque queens on the block in Baltimore, and I knew she would be perfect. So after a couple months of begging her, she's retired now. She took me into her special room in her special basement and her special leather chair with the sink, you know, that has that little hole in it for your neck. And I got a wash and set. Remember, wash and set? My mom always gets wash and sets. She's a Hun. Her name's Poopsie. Well, she used to call all the men in the restaurant, "Hey, Poopsie, you want a beer? Hey, Poopsie, can I get you some more coffee?" And so people started calling her Poopsie. So she's Poopsie now. And I love her very much, and she's a Baltimore Hon. And every year at Honfest, I dress up. And this year, I look just like my Miss Poopsie, my mom. When Laverne was doing my hair, I looked in the mirror, and I looked back, and I saw the two of them crying. They couldn't believe how pretty I looked. They said, "Oh, hon, you look so pretty with your hair all updo." Like, that's an updo. And that's what people used to do to their hair every week. Once a week, they go to the beauty parlor, and they get a wash and set and get an updo. And I just love it. And I don't want to take it out, but I know I got to, because I don't have a rat tail comb that I can start scratching my head without messing up my hair. So I just want to record my hair, my crown, my Hun crown. Ain't it great? Miss Laverne, you did a great job. But mostly I want to talk about Honfest. There's been a lot of controversy about it, but I just want to speak from my heart to tell you how I feel about Honfest. I'm not going to use my Balmer accent because I'm not sure who's going to view this or listen to me, so I want to be clear. Honfest to me represents 2 days of the year that make perfect sense to me when the rest of the world doesn't. We gather to celebrate women of the 1950s and 60s. They raised their kids with good values, and some of them raised their kids alone because working was tough and times were tough, and in blue-collar neighborhoods they were laying off people, and there was a lot going on, and lots of kids to feed and lots of kids to clothe and send them to school. So it was up to the women. We're kind of like Rosie the Riveter types. We give our kids great values. We send them to church. We make them go to church. We give them the lawnmower to cut the grass. We build their self-esteem, and we help them through life as best we can with little bits of knowledge like no excuse to be dirty. Being poor doesn't mean you have to be dirty. They got free soap down at the gas station, hon. Use it. Make sure you change your underwear because you never know when you get into an accident, and you got to have clean underwear. Stuff like that, which makes perfect sense to everyone. One thing that happened that I would like to talk to you about, there was a man standing next to us at Honfest main stage, and he was just watching, and He looked like a nice young fella, and he came up to me and he said, "I know you're very busy, Miss Bonnie, but when you're finished and you have a few minutes, I'd like to talk to you about Huns." So I went back to what I was doing, and I kind of looked, and he wouldn't go away. He was right there. So I thought, well, I gotta show him some respect because he did take the time and he's been waiting. So I went over to him, and guess what happened? He said he was from a foreign country. He's been here for 17 years. And the first thing that he remembers was coming to Baltimore and someone asking him if he needed anything. And she called him Hun and put her hand on his shoulder. He was all alone. He was in his late teens, early 20s, I guess. And he said that meant so much to him. He felt the love from that lady who called him Hun. And to me, that's Honfest, and that's what we celebrate. We want to include everyone. We want to be graceful and gracious. And we just want to have fun at Honfest with no controversy. We just want to have fun. Thank you. Oh, and some lady, I was at Cross Street Market, she came up to me and said, "I don't want to disturb your lunch, but I just had to make a comment on your hair. It's so beautiful. My mom wore her hair like that every day of her life. She did a wash and set every Thursday. Every Thursday. And she was a classy lady." Classy ladies are also Huns. Thank you.